All right. So good evening to all of you. Thanks for coming in. How is everybody doing? If you have anything to say to me, or if you want to ask me something, there is a chat, there's a question box. You can always put up your questions or whatever you want to say in the question box, and we can communicate. So here's what I'm going to do for you now. We're going to structure this program in this manner. It is going to be a little bit towards 40-45 minutes. First, I'm going to show you a presentation and explain to you what's going on. And once that is there, if you have any questions or doubts, you can take those questions or doubts and we can move forward. So is that okay with everyone? All right. So let me quickly start. So the name of the program is called as ROTI. ROTI is a program called the Evolved Stock Market Solutions. This is the second time we are launching ROTI. First time we launched ROTI was 2 years back, and it was a massive sellout. And we come up with unique programs which help people in not only making money in the stock market, but making money very, very confidently, making money without any stress, making money consistently over a period of time and almost always. So that has been what we have been able to achieve for the people that we have. So let me quickly run through the program, and then if you have any questions, you can ask me. So let me start here. So who are we and what do we bring to the table? So, I'm known as the Stock Baba. I am an ex-banker with 24 years of vintage. My last job was that I was heading a couple of countries in Southeast Asia based out of Singapore. So I used to be an investment banker. That was way back in 2010. Ever since then, I have not been a banker. I have been a full-time investor and a trader and a trainer. Yeah, so I have been teaching trading and investing in India for last 10 years. But I started way back in 2007 in Singapore, where I used to teach people how to trade and invest, the professionals, in 2007 onwards. So that has been the story so far. In India, I have been teaching for last 10 years. So I've completed 10 years of this thing. What I teach is the science of the stock market. What most people feel that stock market is a gamble or stock market is ad hoc. It is not. There is a science behind it. And that is why there are institutions called London School of Economics, London Business School, in India, Jamnalal Bajaj Institute of Management, JPIMS, which run programs called MSc in Trading and Finance, Masters of Science, not an MBA program, it's MSc in Trading and Finance. And I happen to be a professor who teaches the third semester in MSc in Finance. So I teach the part of the stock market, which is the science part of the stock market. Yeah. All our programs are private. The reason why most people don't get to know of our programs is because all our programs are private. We are not a commercial entity as yet. Most of our programs need selection of students. So that's what has been for 10 years in India, that we select our students. Okay. We have an entire ecosystem which we have built around financial literacy, around making serious money in the market, making money by intelligence. So there's a huge ecosystem. Okay, we have extremely high-end specialized programs which we make it very easy for people to learn. But these are specialized programs which nobody, as far as I know, in India or even in Southeast Asia, offers to their people. So unless until you are in the segment of a professional trader for top-end banks or A category banks like say maybe Citibank or Goldman Sachs or UBS or Credit Suisse or Deutsche Bank or Callion, and if you have been a part of their team, is when you will get access to those kind of trading systems and programs. So I teach that because I have been a part of that in my earlier life. Okay. So I'm a full-time investor in the sense that that's what I do for a living. I take all my money and I put it into the market and allow that market to make money for me. And I've been doing it for 10 years now in India. A little more than 10. This is my 11th year. And I'm a full-time trader and I train, I teach people. I retired when I was 36 years of age. This was 10 years back. I'm 47 right now, 11 years back. So that's when I retired from the banking system. At that point of time, I was heading a couple of countries. Like I said to you, I used to travel to South Africa, Kenya, from Singapore, Middle East, Indonesia, Thailand, and it's an investment banking style called as suitcase banking for the uber rich, which means clients who have more than 2 million investable surplus minimum. So that is what I used to do in my life earlier, and that's where I quit. Okay, so life was very good. So who we are and what we bring to the table. I'm on board of institutes like Sher Khan. So I have been teaching. I've been probably the senior most trainer of Sher Khan for last 10 years. I've been teaching them since 2011, which is Online Trading Academy. I have structured programs for ICICI Track. So all the programs which get taught today have been structured by me 7-8 years back. I'm a professor of JBI, Jamna Institute, where I teach MSc Finance and MBA Finance. I have had more than 4,000 dedicated classroom sessions in last 10 years. Okay, and I'm not even throwing this figure lightly. I'm very, very serious about it. Okay, it's 4,000 dedicated classroom sessions of trading and investing. I have a library of more than 5,000 private videos. So which is exclusive content, which is available to my students. These concepts, these content, you will not find it anywhere, either on YouTube or unless and until you join. Like I said, if you go to London and or you go to Tokyo or you go to Hong Kong and you do exclusive programs for what I call as the treasuries of the banks, is where you will get this content. So I have this already over last 10 years. Okay, I have students across 27 countries so far, last I counted. We have 15 individual programs, so it's not one or two. So we have 10 programs at 5 products, which we have done over last 10 years, which gets distributed among almost 7,000 students globally so far. Okay, so 5 international products that we offer. Yeah. So this has been so far. It's not that what we are planning to do, it's already been done for last 10 years. Yeah, you would not know of it because we don't need to give it out to people. Like I said, 7,000 students across. Most of my people who come to me is through word of mouth. So far, we've been strictly against doing any advertisement. Our tip systems that we have astonishing probability rate of 90%. Okay, now as I say it sounds very, very difficult, but if you know what we know, then you would know why we would have the probability of 90%. So I'm going to explain this to you a little bit in the future along the way, and you would know why we have a probability rate of 90%, which is one of the highest in the industries. We teach things which nobody wants to teach or is capable of teaching. Okay, so you will know why I am talking about that, right? So what do you bring on the table? Our credibility is out in the open. There have been people, I mean, you guys have come through a forum called Stock Baba. It's a free forum where I give free advice to people, and I've been giving free advice to people for last 4 years. You do it 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, it's okay. But when you do it for 4 years in a row, day after day, month after month, and there is something true there. So, which means you can actually go back and look at the history of whatever I've said, the advice I've given, compare it with what happened, and see how much quality of advice that is. Okay. So all this is in the open. So you can actually see it, you can compare it. It is documented. There is nothing to be hide. Okay. Most people know me that the kind of stuff which I talk about in the stock market almost always makes money. Okay. So there's a documentary proof of it, free for all to see. I have public videos with timelines. I was the only person in India 2.5 years back who said that please exit Yes Bank because you will make money. At that point of time, Yes Bank was at about 280 rupees. Okay, from there 280 it crashed to 9 or 8 rupees. Okay, so when I was saying it's going to crash and you're going to lose money, there were people who were cursing me, people who were laughing at me, but it's all there. So I was the only person to say this. I was the only person to tell people get out of Tata Motors when we were at the highest point. I was the only people who told people how to get out of Chess Dial. I mean, the list can go on and on and on. Okay, so it is all there to be seen. It is all documented. It is all proof. I don't need to further explain to you why. To you, what is our capability so far? It's all there on a public videos and timelines. Okay, if people take my advice, they will not lose money. If they take my advice, they will make money. That's how simple it is. Now, it is not something which I need to explain to you. This is what has been happening so far. Okay. We manage portfolios, so we do have a portfolio management service. And while we have a portfolio management service, our PMSs beat almost every mutual fund in India and PMSs hands down. We have been able to give returns of anywhere between 35 and 40% year after year for last 10 years. Okay, you do it once, twice is okay. Last 1 year has been a bull run, so everybody has been able to make money. Try doing it for 10 years in a row, where you make money every year, year after year. So and the best part is that can be taught to you. So it's not something which is out of magic. There is and listen to me very carefully. There is logic to everything which happens in the stock market. It's just that you need to understand the paradigms. Okay, there is logic, there is reasoning, there is a method to the madness for everything which happens in the stock market, and that is the reason why it's called science. And probably because the kind of credentials that we have, we never have to sell. We never tell people to join our programs. We tell them this is what it is. If they have that intelligence to understand what we have to offer on table, they will come with us. If they don't, they will come to us after 4 or 5 years. It's okay. We know this. We've been doing it for 10 years. We know. People either join us immediately or they join us after 4 years or 5 years after losing money. We are fine with that, right? So that is the reason why we don't sell. That is the reason why we have some selection process and programs. Our programs are extremely practical, they are efficient, and they work. Over the last 10 years and 7,000 students and 10 programs, hardcore programs, and 5 products has established us in the market through word of mouth without doing any sort of advertising, that what we teach works, what works is what we teach. Our teachings are point, direct, without any dramatics involved. We are not here to entertain you. We are very clear about it. We are not here to tell you and make things sweet for you. We are here to teach you what works, and what works is what we will teach you. Okay? You do what we tell you to do, you will make money. You do what we tell you not to do, you will lose money. There is no arguments here. Okay? We are known extremely well for our work ethics. There is a huge amount of trust that we have built over a period of time by demonstrating it. Like I said, from one student who joined us 10 years back to 7,000 across 27 countries. Most people coming through words of mouth. There are families who join our programs. Not only people joining, they get their parents, they get their children, and that's how our programs have grown. That is why a program like this, we offer only once a year. So this program ROTI was offered 2 years back. After that, we didn't offer ROTI. And we are offering it now. Okay? That's why we offer our public programs only once a year or max twice a year, and that's about it. And we won't even chase you if you want to join the program or not. So we are known for our work ethics. People trust us with their money. Right? So what we teach is price reading. Price reading is a style of trading or investing in the market which is known to be the highest skill in the market. There is no skill in the market which is higher than price reading. Okay, and because we teach price reading, we have the probability of 90% or more, and it's very serious. Okay, so there is a whole lot of things. There is technical analysis and there is fundamental analysis. In technical analysis, there is a whole genre of technical analysis, out of which price reading is known to be the apex of all the skills that you have in the market. It's a little difficult to teach, it's a little difficult to learn, But once you learn it, you can make money for the rest of your life. Okay. It is the same thing like reading an ECG. Okay. When you go to a doctor and you do an ECG, ECG gives you a graph. A doctor with his skill set reads that graph because every graph of every different person's heart is going to be unique. There are 7 or 8 variables. The doctor has to combine those 8 variables and figure out whether the heart is right or wrong or where it is. And that is called as reading the timelines. So what we do is the same thing. Like I said to you earlier, our PMS beats every mutual funds and PMS hands down. We have been able to last 10 years give returns anywhere between 35 and 40% year after year after year after year. Okay. We know how to make money consistently. So you make money once, last 1 year, everybody in the market hopefully has made money because it's a bull run. All the jokers in the world can make money in the bull run. The problem arises when the market starts slightly dipping or slightly going sideways or dipping and sideways or takes a retracement, goes into a directionless market is where the market separates the boys from men, and we are the kings among the men as far as price reading is concerned. Okay. So what we have been helping people in this forum called Stock Bar for the last 4 years, and I consider it as a charity. So I don't do it for me to get something out of people. I do it because I have seen, and because I have taken over 4,000 or 5,000 classroom sessions and I've spoken to people, I've realized that a lot of people lose money. And when men lose money because of their stubbornness or because of their ego, it's not what they suffer, it is their children and their parents and their family suffers. So when a man, because of his stubbornness or height of ignorance or combination of two, loses money in the stock market, the price has to be paid by his children, by his wife, by his parents. So that money could have been better used for children's education, could have been better used for the hospitalization of his parents, could have been better used for taking care of the future of his wife, and it goes on. And that is why I consider it as a charity from my side that I want to help people out. And that is the only reason why I run this group called Stock Baba. Okay. But for you to be making money in the stock market, there are about 6 things which are required. That's it. There's really the whole game of the stock market is 6 things. One is what stock to buy. Second is what price to buy. Third is when to sell it. Fourth is how long do you hold it. Fifth and the most important is how much to put inside. And sixth is what is the risk and how do you cut the risk. That's it. Out of which 6 of them, after all the 5 things are taken care of, the most important is how much to put. Because you can identify what price, because every amateur and a retailer in the market can tell you what stock to buy. But he will not pinpointedly be able to tell you with logic why should you buy at this price and not at this price where the risk reward ratio is the highest. And he will not tell you how much to put. So if you identify a good stock and you put only 1,000 rupees, you are never going to become rich. But if you identify the right stock with the right risk reward ratio, knowing the risk and knowing where the exits are, and put 10 crores into the market, then you are going to be rich very, very quickly. So it is really not about what stock to buy or sell, how much to put, and how much to put always comes with confidence on knowing why you have to put, where you have to put. These are the 6 things which you need to know. And only when you know these 6 things is when you will make money. If you don't know these 6 things, you will not make money. Most people will only tell you, buy this. But they will not tell you why, what price, why at that price, how much, where do you exit, what is the risk, where do you get, how do you manage your risk. So that nobody talks about. And that is why I help people, right? So why we've noticed that, and this is what I want to tell you, in the next 10 years is going to be a massive, massive bull run in the Indian markets, massive. Okay, but it's not going to be straight up like this. It is going to be going up, going sideways, slightly taking a dip, going a directionless, again going up. Which means if you have made money so far, last 1 year, everybody has made money, and it's In fact, some people have entered the market because of FOMO, which is fear of missing out. But we have been in the market since last July this year, and we have made that 100% returns in the market confidently for us, for our students, for the people whose portfolio we manage. Okay. So the question you need to know is, what are you going to do? So far, it's a bull market. What are you going to do when the market goes sideways? What are you prepared if the market goes down? And if you don't have an answer to it, you might make money. But that money is not being made because of your skill set or because of your intelligence, but probably because you are just plain lucky. And every intelligent man knows this, that there is a time where luck runs out. So you are not making money because of your intelligence, you are making money because the market has gone up. Right? So what is the problems in the market? The problems in the market, most people find it confusing. There is a lot of greed, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of extreme fear, there's a combination of all of this together. There are massive losses to be made, which makes it even further confusing. Most people lose money in the market and label their losing stocks as long-term investment. Generally, what happens is you don't hold a stock which is a long-term investment because it makes money. People will buy the stock, it will go down, and because they don't want to sell it at a loss, they hold on for 5 years. Let me tell you, I have some stocks which I haven't sold for last 12 years of my life, and I have made 700% returns year after year, year after year, year after year on these stocks. So the long-term investment is not about holding losing stocks, but holding the profit-making stocks. So there's a saying in the stock market that cut your losses and let your profits run. And what 99% people in the stock market do is they cut their profits and let their losses run. So if you are going to label your investment as a long-term investment, you are always going to lose money. And that's why most people don't lose money. That's why we always make money. Right? So what are the problems in the stock market? Most people take advice from salespeople. So there's a saying in the stock market that people who travel by cars get down and take advice from people who travel by trains, how to make money in the market. If you're going to take money, if you're going to take advice from people who are salespeople, you are always going to be sold. Okay. Most of them, there is no logic for there is no logic behind the advice which they get. Okay. Those who give advice rarely put money into the market. They only give advice or they sell their advice. I can guaranteedly tell you that 99% of my net worth is into the stock market. No matter how much money I make, 99% of my net worth will always be in the market because I know how to make money in the market. I know the method to the madness. I know how much money it can make, and I don't find any risk in it. And even if I do find a risk in it, I have actually mapped that risk in my head. Yeah. So if you're going to take advice from a sales guy, you will always lose money. I am an investor. I'm not a sales guy. So the fact of the matter is nobody really cares for your money and portfolio. If you're going to behave CNBC is just a media who's trying to sell you something which is trending. Okay. The worst is what you can do for yourself is to take advice from your friends. I'm not doubting that your friend has, is concerned about you. I'm not disputing that you trust your friend. I'm not disputing any of those things. But your friend is not an expert in the market. Yeah, if you had a friend who is an expert and whom you could trust, please take that advice. But most of your friends are not going to be experts. The trust level is high, but the expertise level is low. And that is the reason. It is the same thing like doctors. Your trust level of your friend is high, but if there is some problem with you, you're not going to go to your friend, you're going to go to the doctor, right? Because the expertise level is high. So all I want to say is that if you really want to make money, there is nobody in the world whom you can trust except for your own self. And why should you not trust your own self? Because you are more intelligent than most people you know, right? So if you want to make money for the next 30 years in the market, next 10 years is a bull run in the Indian market, and there is massive amount of money to be made in the Indian stock market. That is for sure. But if you want to make money in the stock market for the next 30 years, okay, How are you going to do it if you don't know how to make it in the first place? Second, it's very logical that if you want to cross the ocean, then the first and the most important thing is not to get onto the ship, but the first and the most important thing is to learn how to swim. So my question to you is that if you guys are putting money into the stock market, and you should be putting money into the stock market because it makes so much money, do you know how to swim? And if you don't know how to swim, then you're going to get into trouble. All of us want to become a crorepati in the market. All of us want to become a crorepati. But I want to ask you a simple question. If you want to become a crorepati in the market, do you know how to become one? Or even if you had 1 crores of rupees, let's say one or two, let's say take 10 crore rupees, if you had your own 10 crore rupees, do you actually know how to manage it, where to put it, and how much money to make? And if you want to do it for the next 30 years of your life, don't you think you want to learn it first? Because it would be really so stupid if you are not, if you want to become a crorepati, but you don't know what to do with the money. And this is what I tell my children. If you want to be a crorepati, if you want to make millions, first learn how to manage 1 lakh rupees. Then learn how to manage 10 lakh rupees. Then learn how to manage 50. Then once you learn all these 3, you'll automatically know how to manage a crore. And 10 crore is just a scale up. So the question is, if you want to make crores in the market, do you have the confidence in making that crores? Do you know what decisions to be taking that you need to take to make that kind of money? And if you don't know that, then you are into trouble because you are not going to make it there. So most people today learn, where do they learn the stock market? From YouTube, from WhatsApp, or Instagram, from TikTok, God knows where, you know. And let me tell you, it's a joke. You know, it's an absolute joke. If you're going to learn the stock market and how to make money from YouTube, you can learn how to become a YouTuber from a YouTuber. You can't learn how to invest from a YouTuber unless and until he is an investor. And if he is an investor, believe me, he's not interested in becoming a YouTuber. Because there is a lot more money to be made by investing your own money than the pennies which YouTube offers you. I can guarantee you that. Okay, so it's a joke. Makes sense? So what should make sense to you is that you are investing 100 rupees in your own self to make 1,000 rupees. Okay, so the idea should be that you invest 100 rupees in your own self to make 1,000 rupees, rather than trying to save that 100 rupees and losing 1,000 rupees in the market. The idea should always be invest 100 rupees in your own self so that you become capable of making 1,000 rupees in the market. But if you try to save this 100 rupees, you're going to end up losing 1,000 rupees in the market in the first place. And that's a guarantee. We've seen it for last 10 years while I was teaching. Okay. So most people are not aware that there is actually education which is available in the market. Okay. And where do you find it? We'll let you know. And how does it work? We'll also let you know on that. Okay. So why the stock market? First of all, let's discuss why the stock market. Why the stock market? Because if you are intelligent, and I assume that you are intelligent, then the easiest way to make money in the world anywhere is by stock market. The richest people in the world are always in the stock market. The richest guy, Elon Musk, is in the stock market. Second richest guy, Warren Buffett, he is in the stock market. Third richest guy, Jeff Bezos, he's in the stock market. The richest guy in India, Reliance Industries, he's in the stock market. There is a distinct connection between stock market and richness. If you are not there, you need to be in the stock market. And if you need to be in the stock market, you need to be an apex predator. Because if you're not, you're going to be fooled by other people. Okay. The smartest way of making money, it is scalable. You can use leverage of your intelligence. For you to make money in the stock market, it requires little time. It doesn't take so much time. Okay, it is optimum use of your intelligence. It is a hobby which actually pays. So for almost people, it starts with a hobby, but it is only hobby. You take photography, you're going to lose money. You do biking, you're going to lose money. You go traveling, you're going to lose money. But stock market is the only hobby in the world where it will pay you if you play it nice. And there's an incredible amount of learning in it. And this is the most important thing that you should remember and you should know. is that this only happens in the stock market. This is the timelines, this is the growth. As time passes by, if you are learning it well, as time passes by, with the caveat that if you are learning it well, the skill set in the stock market will go on increasing exponentially. And as the skill set will go on increasing exponentially, the money that you make in the stock market will also grow on increasing exponentially. So as the time passes by, so let's say from 2010 to 2020, the skills, if you know what you have to learn, the skills will go on increasing, and as the skills will go on increasing, it will reflect on the money. But one amazing thing happens, and that thing, which is the most important thing, is because your skill set goes on increasing, the time required for you to make money goes on decreasing. So earlier, for you to make 1 lakh rupees will require 10 days of work. But after 5 years, for you to make 1 lakh rupees will require only 1 hour of work. So as the skill goes on increasing, the money goes on increasing, and the time goes on reducing. And so you will make a lot more money in the market with a lot less time. And this only happens in the stock market because stock market is very, very scalable, which basically means that the vortex is that you need to upgrade your skills. And the higher skill sets you have, higher money you will make, the lower time you will take to make money. And that's exactly what I have been doing for last 20 years. First 10 years as a banker, last 10 years as a full-time investor. Right? So let's move forward. So for you to be making money in the market, what are the things which are required? One, you require skill sets, you require systems, processes, strategies, protocols, rules, framework, regulations, methodologies. These are the things which are required. You don't need to require sitting down and knowledge base. Knowledge base is very, very tiny. There's a difference between knowledge and skill. If you know this, you're going to make money. Okay? So you need to have the right information, system, process, strategy, rules, protocols, framework. These are the things which will make money for you consistently. Okay? Again and again, every year, year after year. Okay? And for you to make money in the stock market, there are 6 subjects which are required. Technical analysis or fundamental analysis, whatever, out of which I feel that technical analysis is far, far, far more superior than fundamental. Technical analysis, market analysis, trading concepts, trader psychology, risk management, and trading systems. So these are the 6 things which are important, out of which the most important thing is systems and psychology. If your psychology and your systems game is not good, you're always going to lose money. So, and unfortunately, in India, even outside, the only thing which most people teach is technical analysis. So people say, if you learn technical analysis, you're going to make money. No, sir, you're not. Because you also need to know market analysis, trading concepts, trader psychology, risk management, and trading systems. Risk management is not putting a stop loss. Putting a stop loss is an art. You know how to put a stop loss. The stop loss doesn't get triggered, but it protects you. Okay, and stop loss is not risk management. Stop loss is just a very tiny part of the entire system of risk management. So risk management is huge. Stop loss is the tiniest part of it. And unfortunately, out of 6 parts, nobody teaches those 5 parts. That's why most people end up learning technical or fundamental analysis and lose money. Okay. So what is that can be expected from us? Authentic learning experience, professional quality education made easy. I have been teaching for last 10 years. I've been 13 years internationally, 10 years in India. I have constructed 10 programs, different programs for students on different levels, starting from basic to ultra advanced. So these are my copyrighted programs. And there is no one in India which offers the same programs which I do. I guarantee you that. And I will show them to you also. Okay, so there is no one there. Because for you to do that, you need to have the depth of knowledge and you have to have that experience and desire to explain. The only reason why I create programs is because I get to teach my children first. So all the programs that I create is a depository for my children so that they can learn it for their own self. Okay. So what can be expected? You learn and you make money confidently without any stress. You keep it real. So there is no nonsense. I don't generally have time. I expect that people who join me also don't have time. They're very serious about their time. So I will teach things which will work. And most of the things which I will teach, I guarantee you, you won't find it anywhere on YouTube or TikTok or WhatsApp or anywhere. Anywhere, I guarantee you that. Okay. You do, like I said, you do what I tell you to do, you will make money. Okay. You can become a part of a smart financial community. Okay, what can be expected? Access to our events, like-minded. So we have a lot of events. Again, these are not public events; these are private events where students come down. They look forward to meeting, exchanging notes. You would be a part of a financial community which is using his intelligence to make money. You will be supremely financial, be a part of financially literate community. One thing which is the most important here in our group and all the students that I have is all the parents get to get their children the same course free of cost. Okay, so we took a decision about 2 years back that all the students can get their children free of cost into our programs. So whenever we have live programs, you will always see a group of 15-20 children from the age of 2 years till the age of 12-15 years coming down and sitting in our programs. And it's free, we don't charge. Not only that, you also get an opportunity to get your parents and your spouse inside the program. I have at least about 50 families where the one parent join, gets their children, get their parents involved, get their spouse involved, get their in-laws, brother-in-laws, sister-in-laws. I've got the whole, examples of this. Okay, and you'll get full interaction and how it works. So what can be expected? Our tip systems. Like I said, we have an accuracy of 90%. Because we believe and we do price reading and we are absolutely the apex of price reading. Yeah, everything is risk adjusted. So any fool in the world can take risk. Okay, but the idea is to make money without taking a risk. So there's a concept called as asymmetrical risk reward ratio, which means you enter the market in the stock at a price where the risk is the lowest and the returns are the highest. And if you can identify that, that's called as asymmetrical risk reward ratio. Very clear exits. So this is the price you have to exit. Reason why, what is the logic for those exits? And I can guarantee you this, you come and join my programs, for the rest of your life, you will never get stressed in the stock market. It's a guarantee from my side. If you learn what I tell you to learn. And if you learn the way I tell you to learn, it's a guarantee. And we don't do intraday trading. Swing and positional trade is what actually makes a lot of money, and we are the kings there, right? So what can be expected? You will get an access to long-term portfolio building systems. You will get access to stock SIPs. This is absolutely a winner of a product that we have, stock SIP. Like you have mutual fund SIPs, they don't work. A stock SIP. So we will give you a list of 10 stocks twice a month, where the risk reward ratio is absolutely brilliant, where the risk is the lowest, the rewards is the highest, and 10 different stocks every time, which means the right stock at the right price at the right entry point. Most people join my programs to learn stock market. They end up learning something else, which is called as masterclass. Masterclass is probably the most popular program that I have. These are psychological programs where I do what is called as an installation in people's mind for success. So people come to, I have heard this many times that, oh, I come to you for learning the stock market, but I actually learn something else from you, a lot more than that. So masterclass is what most people love to be around. We have a massive ecosystem, and we have supremely high-end educational programs. So what can be expected? So we have a program like Trader Investor Psychology, which nobody in India dares to teach because you require high-end knowledge and skill base. This has been running for the last 3 years, so it's not started now. Actually, 4th year running. A Super Trader Investor, this is another program that we have. We have a program called Fast Forward Mentorship Program, where we mentor our students, where we ask people to come down and present to us our charts and correct them. And we actually identify futures trades which, with the logic, explaining and students understanding why you have to be buying the stock, and we actually take those trades and make money. We have a program called this is probably the apex program that we have today is called as Ninja Trader, which is called as index trading program. Again, nobody in India offers this. Then we have a program called FIRE, Financial Literacy and Retire Early. Again, nobody in India offers that. We have a program called ALTIS, or Alternative Investment Strategies. We have a program called SAM, which we just launched about 15 days back, called Small and Mid Cap. So we have how to trade SAM, how to invest in SAM, and give tip services for SAM. This was a sold out program. It just happened about a month back. We have a program called Fundu for mutual fund advice. I can give you advice on mutual funds, which will make you at least 5% more than the mutual funds that you're investing in by market timing it for you. Okay. So a program for that. We have another Apex program called Futures Masters, which will teach you how to do stock selection and price selection. And this is a program which makes a massive amount of money for our students without any stress. Then we have a products called FMP, which is a fully managed portfolio, which is a PMS, which has beaten every PMS there is in India. We launched a product called US Global Equity Fund, which is investing into the US markets. We have identified 80 stocks which are of the same quality and type that of the FANG stocks. Okay, 80 of them, which means they would have a better risk reward ratio and better growth than maybe a Facebook or an Alphabet or any of these ones. Okay, so not one but 80. We have a product called Big Five. Okay, we have a program called Mid Cap Fund. And finally, this is a program which my son takes, and it's called C3 Chosen Charts, where my son actually takes and teaches twice or thrice, and he's only 17. So he's only 17, not even turned 18, and he has his own program, and he teaches in the class along with another mentor of ours. So yeah, so what you see is what it is. So what is you will get access to highly curated forums. So let me show you the kind of forums and the kind of discussions that we have. If we can take 1 minute from here. Okay, so let me just see if I'm able to show this to you. So we have a forum called Super Trader, which is a secret forum, and there's a whole lot of discussions which go on, and there are people who are sitting down and typing, and it goes on, and there are a whole lot of things which happen. So these are all secret forums where we talk about masterclasses, and we talks about. So there's a whole lot of engagement. So there's a program which we call Game Changers, which is running. This is a schedule of the week. So we have 2 or 3 webinars every week after 9:15 that is given out. And this is small and mid cap. So a whole lot of things. So we have, like I said, a ecosystem of more than 20 privately curated forums which you can be a part of. And this I can tell you with a guarantee that you will regret. Okay, the moment you join our programs, there will be a massive regret. And this is what I've heard for the last 10 years. And that regret is, oh, I wish I would have been joining your programs 10 years back because I've lost 10 years. And if you don't join our programs today, you will still regret. Because when you will join my program after 10 years, you will regret that I wish I would have joined your program 10 years back, because you are wasting your time. We are going to make money. We will make money. We do make money. If you are not with us today and you join us after 10 years, you will not make money for the next 10 years. We know this for sure. You don't know it. When you know it, you will regret. I know it for sure because hundreds of students have come and told me that. Okay, so this is what we do. We give you education. There's a lot of education given to you. We have physical events. So anything and everything which is required by you to learn and make money in the stock market, in the serious manner, okay, without any stupidity and wasting time, is what you can expect from us. Chart reading sessions, webinars, videos, physical sessions, mentorship sessions, mentors, everything. Okay. So it's a system of learning. So what is ROTI? It's a system of learning and earning. Okay. And everything goes at a sensible price. Okay. So what does this ROTI would consist of? It would consist of super trader program, which is the systems, process, strategies, rules, regulations, protocols, skill sets, what you get to learn. You will get Traders Club, entry into Traders Club. Traders Club is risk adjusted trades which we share. Traders Clubs have been running for last 5 years. So we have a history of 5 years where people have been making money from it for last 5 years, not yesterday. Okay. We have another program called Individual Managed Portfolios where you can build up your own portfolio and make huge amount of returns. Will be a part of automatic, which is SSSIP, which is super stock systematic investment plan. So um, this is a program which we launched 3 years back, and we are offering the same program right now. Stock SIP at much cheaper price than mutual fund SIP, and you will actually make serious amount of monies. You will get access to master classes, which is the psychological capsules about installations, thoughts, ideas, secrets, experiences. This is what most students tell me has completely changed their mindset and hence changed their mind and hence changed their direction forever. So this has been going on for the last 6 years now. Okay. So what is ROTI? Okay, so let me quickly tell you to the program of ROTI. The program ROTI is divided into 3 parts depending on what you want. The first part is called as the number 1, is where you get to be focused on earning. Okay, and when you're focusing on earning, you will get minimum education, but you will get the entire tip system. So you won't get super trader, you will get minimum education, but you will get tips from automatic systems, you will get tips from Traders Club, you will get tips from individual managed portfolios for long term, and you will get master classes. Okay, so that is 1. So you can either choose 1, which is the earn, or you can choose number 2, which is learn, where you will get super trader investor. This is a master program. This program has got 7 levels. Each level has got 20 hardcore concepts. So by the time you go through super trader program, you will have an access to at least 100 or 120 concepts which you have never heard anybody talking on YouTube or on social media. I guarantee you that stuff which you have never heard in your life. And you will be able to actually understand how the market works, what happens in the market, how the market works, and your confidence level will go through the roof. You will be able to use that information for the next 30 years and make money on your own self. So if you're focused on only earning, this is the program for you called Earn, where the minimum learning is minimum, calls are maximum. Second is where there is no earning, which means we will not give you any calls because you chose not to, but you can learn how to do it yourself. Okay, so there's level 2. Now the third is you have a combination of both. So you have the best of the both of the world. Not only do you have super trader, but you have everything. So if the actual pricing for this one, which is the tip system, is 48,000 rupees, 45,000 rupees. For this one is 38,000 rupees. And combined together, the costing of it is coming to 83,000 rupees. But as a special 75th anniversary of our country, and it's such a special day for us, 15th August, and it's the 75th one. So we are actually giving you that benefit here. And instead of 45,000, if you want to only earn, then you can join that program for 32,000 instead of 45. But if you say that, no, I don't want any tips from you, I only want to learn and do it myself, no problem. Instead of 38,000 rupees, you can get the same thing for 28,000 rupees. But you say, you know what, I am in the market for the next 30 years. I want to make that big money for the next 10 years and beyond. And I want to keep on making money for the rest of my life. So not only do I want to learn it, but I also want your help so that you can help me to make money. So you not only learn, you also earn, and you also have fun. So that entire program will cost you 83,000 rupees. But till the 15th of August, you will get the same program for 60,000. So if you choose the program 1 instead of 45,000, you get for 32. Program 2, Instead of 38,000, you get it for 28. But if you want the best, and this is the best because you have everything, okay, which is the God mode. Instead of 83,000, you will get it for only 60,000. Okay. Tips for 1 year of automatic, of Traders Club, of IMP, and masterclasses, and education for us. So Super Trader program is a program which is not for 1 year, but for rest of your life. So this program is for rest of your life. So whether you take 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years to learn it, we'll keep on teaching you. So let's say if you join this program, learn part 2, and you decide to join the program and you pay 28,000 rupees. You pay me 28,000 rupees once, and you can learn from me for the next 20 years of your life. I don't think that is available anywhere. Okay. But if you say that I want to learn and earn also, then instead of that, you get it at 60,000 rupees. But you guys know that we are very cute. You guys know that how cute you are, how cute we are, and how much we help people. So what I did is I took it a little bit further and I said that let me give you something special. So instead of this pricing, we have actually decided to give you this pricing. So for 75th anniversary that we are running for our country, instead of 60,000, you get the same program for 45,000. So in 45,000, what will you get? You will get all the tips and education for free for rest of your life. Tips for 1 year, education for rest of your life, right? Only 45,000 rupees. So there are two ways of you can make that payment. Payment number one, you can pay either that entire 45,000 rupees, okay, till the 15th. So we are cutting it off on 15th. 16th onwards, the price increases to 65,000. Okay, so from 45 it straight away goes to 65,000 on 18th. So you can either pay 45,000 and join the program till the 15th, or because you now know that we are very cute in life, you can break out your payment into two parts. You can pay 20,000 immediately before the 15th. So either you pay 45,000 rupees till the 15th, or if you don't have that kind of money, and if you don't have the money, you have to ask yourself why you don't have that kind of money. Then you can pay 20,000 rupees till the 15th of August and pay 28,000 rupees later till the 31st of August. So the choices are, so by the 1st of September, you need to complete your payment. If you make a partial payment, it is strictly non-refundable. So if you say that I'm going to pay 20,000 till the 15th of August and then the rest of the 28,000 later, please understand that they are non-refundable. So be very careful. Okay, why? We like only serious people. If you are not confident about learning, please don't come to us. Don't waste your time. Don't waste our time. So the choices that you have is either you pay a 45,000 rupees full, or you pay 48,000 rupees in two parts, which is 20,000 rupees till 15th of August, and the rest 28,000 rupees till the 1st of September, instead of 83,000 rupees which you need to pay. So you are getting a program for 45,000, which is actually for 83,000. Okay. So now that you're happy, let me just explain to you. We have what is called as a 10x rule, and the 10x rule is something which we've been abiding for last 10 years of my life, which is my personal rule that whatever amount of money that I take from you, I always make sure, always, that I will give you worth 10 times more to you. So if you pay me 45,000 rupees, it is on my shoulders that I will make at least 10x returns and value for you to you and give it back to you. And that is the way I operate. So whether you join my program, it doesn't matter. I operate by 10x rule, and that is the reason why we started with one student 10 years back. We have 7,000 students today. Without any advertising, without running behind people to join our programs, because we always give back value to people. You come to me, it is up to me and on my shoulders that I have to make you successful, provided you do what I tell you to do. Okay? So always remember that. So what now? Simple. Fill up the form which we give you, pay up the fees and join. As simple as that. Decide which program you want. Either you join program 1, program 2 or program 3. Okay. There's a group called Automatic Application. I'll put it into the group. You can join that group. It is all there. Once you have filled up the form, you can WhatsApp to me on this number 703991111, saying that I've done it. If you have any questions or doubts in the future, you can text me on this, on WhatsApp to me on this, and I'll be able to answer you. So this is the contact point for WhatsApp. I will also give you my email addresses. You guys have already received my email, so you can always revert to me on that. I'll give you this form into the question session so that you have the form. So simple. Fill up the form, pay the fees, tell us what program you want to join. I would suggest very strongly, not because I need your money, but I would tell you that the maximum value is here. This is what you need to join. Have fun, okay, where you get everything, the God mode. Make money for rest of your life, year after year, okay? Be a part of a group. I guarantee you that you will have fun. Now, for me to take your questions. So anybody's got any questions or doubts or anything that you can ask me now. Any questions? So somebody are asking me, sir, as there are many programs available, I'm a total novice to stock market. Which program do you go through? Today, we are only offering you a program called ROTI. In ROTI, you can either pick up 1, 2, or the best is to go for 3. Like I said to you, you go for 3. That's what we are offering you. Any other questions that you want to ask me, you can ask me right now. Anything at all? Excellent. Yeah. So Darshan Shah says, hello sir, I'm doing fine. Job, is it possible that you continue my job inside? So Darshan's question is, hello sir, I'm doing job. Is it possible that you can continue job side by side and I start learning from you? And the answer is 100% yes. And the answer is you must do it. Our program is designed in such a manner that once you become my student, you remain my student forever. So whether you take 3 months to learn the program or 1 year to learn the program or 10 years to learn the program, we will teach you. Once you join in and be a part of the ecosystem, you have access to 10 or 15 other programs. You don't join an ecosystem, you don't get access to any of our programs. So come, join the ROTI program, learn it side by side, make money side by side. Slowly over a period of time, you should learn to make so much money that the amount of salary that you get from your job and the money that you make from the stock market is similar. And then maybe, like me, you can consider of quitting your job and doing this full time. So yeah, should you do it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes, you must do it. Okay, so that's your answer, Darshan Shah. Mr. Joshi has asked a question, what is the mode of training? The mode of training is we have a whole curated list of videos which we have. We have webinars which happen Thursdays and Fridays after 9:15 in the night. Those get recorded and are given to you. We have different forums. We have question answer forums. So we have a whole ecosystem which is created. So either you can attend webinars and learn, you can learn from videos, you can learn from interactive sessions that we have. You can learn from physical sessions which we have whenever we have it. So a whole lot of things. So it depends on what works for you. So whatever works for you is what you can learn from, and you can learn for the rest of your life. Right? So yeah, Raghavendra, you've got your answer. So that's the mode of training. Yeah. So please extend the payment time frame till 20th for paying advance. Amit, you have been given a choice that you have to transfer 20,000 rupees till the 15th of August. Transfer the 20,000 rupees. And once you do that, then we will talk, right? And that is the time you can complete the payment over another 10-15 days. So there is 17 days more for you to be transferring the money and joining the program, right? Timing of the classes are, like I said, as you come inside the program, we will give you a list of about 400 or 500 videos, which are pre-recorded videos, which you can download. You can watch them at any given point of time. You can choose when you want to study. You want to get up in the morning and study night. And let me tell you, and I guaranteedly tell you, every program, the entire program is made into a video and a webinar series, which means for you to learn, you only have to watch videos and webinars. Take a paper and pen, watch the videos, take down notes. Okay. You can go as fast or as slow as you want. You can start, you can stop, you can start, you can stop. You can learn whatever time you want. You can learn while you are traveling. You can learn while you are waiting for someone. You can learn whenever you want. And we make it so simple, you cannot believe it. Every program of mine essentially gets tested with my children first. My son, who's 17 years of age, and another son who's 15. My 17-year-old son actually runs 2 of the funds that we have and takes 3 of my programs. So at the age of 17, he has become a trainer himself. Okay. So not only does he trade himself, invest himself, but also he takes care of other people's investment. So if I can do it with my son who's 17, can you imagine what I can do with you? Yeah. So do what I tell you to do, you'll make money. You do what I tell you to do the way I tell you to do it, and put your hard work and sincerity. I guarantee you will make money for the rest of your life. Okay. So Darshan, thank you for replying. I'm exciting learning. Yeah. So Darshan, I'm going. Please join up. And I cannot tell you enough. If you don't join up, that is still your problem, not mine. I can still tell you, you join up today, you're going to regret that you should have done it 10 years back. You don't join me up today, I have no problem. You will still end up circle around and join me out of 5 years or 10 years. After you go and scan the entire market. You come to me after 10 years, you will regret that you wasted so much of your time and money. Okay, so we know this. Amit, if you need anything specific, please talk to me one-to-one on my WhatsApp. Show me your intent, show me your seriousness, and I'll do what I can do for you. All right. Rahul Mehta says, sir, I don't have any knowledge about techniques. So do I learn technical analysis from basics? Rahul Mehta says, I don't have any knowledge about. Guys, if you don't have any knowledge about anything, don't worry about it. We are there for you. If you tell me I don't know anything about the market, don't worry about it. You tell me, in fact, I would much rather prefer somebody who does not know anything and I train him from ground up rather than some smart aleck who thinks he knows everything in the market and he has to unlearn first and learn later. So if you don't know anything, fantastic. You're one of the few people who has not lost money and I can get to train you from the basic and you can learn. But if you are a person who has been in the market and lost money, you are going to find it a lot more difficult because you have to unlearn first and then learn later. All right. Any other questions? Shrikant Shirke says, what is the capital required to while learning? The capital required for you to learn while you're learning is about 10,000 rupees. So understand in the market, you know what to do in the market. You will take 10,000 rupees, you will make 10 lakhs out of it. You don't know what to do in the market, you will take 10 lakh rupees and you will make 10,000 out of it. The difference between moving from 10,000 to 10 or 10 lakh to 10,000 is the level of knowledge. And I am the person who will give that knowledge to you. So it has got nothing to do with how much capital is required. It has got to do with what is the skill set which is required. All right. Any other questions? So here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to send across a form to you guys. Okay. If you want to join up, I will send a form to you by email. If you want to join up, that is what you need to fill up and send it across and start joining it immediately, and we'll take it up from there. Again, if you need to get in touch with me or if you want to join in, very quickly WhatsApp it across to me saying that I want to join on 703991111, and we will take it up from there. So let me just send you this form. All right, so here's the form for you guys. So if you want to get join the form, send to all. There you go. I'll send it to everybody. Fill up the form, join the program, and we'll see you there. All right. So thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Goodbye and good night. I get to see you soon. Bye.